I think I did it. Marianne, are you there? Good morning, BB. I'm not sure if you guys can see me or hear me, so if you can put notification in the chat, I'm looking at it from my phone and I will respond from there. Oh, you can hear me. Hi, Kimberly. Now I see how you see it. You guys have to understand. I've literally never been on this side of the camera as a live person, other than a guest. So all of this is very, very new to me, and I am completely lost, and I don't know what we're going to talk about. But I am so honored that you guys are here, and I am going to make a small adjustment because this looks weird as all outdoors to me. But then I'm weird. There you go. Does that make it a little bit better? I look a little more normal, not like I'm 4'3", and the chat disappears very quickly in this mode. Still a bit of a mush brain. Yes, I am a bit of a mush brain. um, I'm confused. Forgive the sunlight. I don't have control over that. That's above my pay grade. On the stream preview. Okay, what's the stream preview? Highlights to save. I don't know. BB, this is hilarious to me too. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But I am still very, very honored that you guys came in to work these kinks out with me. I'm pressing buttons. I don't know what these buttons mean. Um, I love you guys. Really? I think we just fixed one of the challenges. But what I see on my phone isn't what I see here. Hi, Amber. It's safer not to touch anything. In my experience, you would be correct, Amber. Where is Mama Winch? Mama Winch, say hi so I know you're here. Ah, there we go. I do not see Mama Winch. One second, guys. Yes, it seems to be quite different. And you guys are on my phone and on my tablet. My tablet is what is in front of me. Hugs back to Sandy. Hi, everybody. I love that you guys are chatting with each other in the chat. Thank you. And I'm wondering if she's in a live that I canceled. One second, guys. Bear with me. You guys are the greatest. You all really, really are the greatest because I have no clue what's going on. And I keep seeing the chat and then it disappears. I was there too, but I joined when I got the notification for this one. Okay, perfect. So I think Marianne is the one who is still in the other chat. Apparently, one second, guys. I know this is kind of boring and I apologize in advance. Whew. So guys, what are you all doing this Saturday other than watching Michelle make a complete idiot of herself? I wish there was a way I could make my chat size bigger. BB's cleaning. BB, come over. I need you. And I can be boring, Kimberly. You know this. Yay! There's Mama Winch. Now I feel better because everybody that I wanted to be here is here. And then there. Okay, I'm sorry. Monique. Hi, Monique. Hello. I feel like Mrs. Doubtfire with that hello. Nonetheless, I actually have to exit the previous grouping and come back into this live so that I actually know where I am. Because of course, let's be realistic, you know your girl does not know I'm lost. Thank you, Monique. That was so very sweet of you. And I'm scared to touch anything on my phone now because I'm like, okay, what if I start yet another live? That's not what we're trying to do. So, as you all know, Saturday is usually not my day to be on the YouTube streets. Oh, I mean, Denisha said, I'm going to pretend to organize my yarn today. I am actually organizing my yarn when I'm done with this. But the first thing I'll be doing is working on setting up the tutorial for Monday. It's going to, of course, be a border pattern for the mile a minute strips that we've done. With that said, I don't know what it's going to look like yet because one of the things about this whole series for me is I wanted it to be organic and I wanted to be able to do things that were a little different. I know what I like to do and I also want to be able to introduce something new. I also owe a big thank you to JB's Crochet, aka Amber, because she suggested a loose, I guess a gooseneck base for me to prop my phone on so that I could film my tutorials a little bit better. One of the problems I have is, and you've seen it, I'm too close to the materials that you're seeing. So it really doesn't give quite the look I'm going for, but I'm growing, I'm learning, and I love you all for being patient. And I also have to stop and say, I love you. And I hope you all have gotten your water and that you've had something to eat. I have, the coffee cup is out with us this morning. And it's good. It is very good today. Hubby is on the phone yelling at the guy. Wait a minute, what? Okay, I didn't even see that. What did she say? Why does it keep disappearing? That's annoying. Yelling at the guy he's talking to because he doesn't realize how loud he is. I'm basically lurking. I don't know how beautiful my face is today. Today my face is sunny and bright because the sun is highlighting me, and it's a wee bit warm. In fact, it is currently, and in a moment, I don't know how soon, but in a few moments, my youngest child is going to walk across the porch, although he's not going to come anywhere near me. I'm shielded. But as I was saying about the weather, and I have this app that isn't appropriate for everyone. Denisha, you are so sweet. No wonder I'm hot. It's 91 degrees. Yuck. Y'all know the girl don't like heat. We have to move our fan. We have our fan. She came out. I don't like being hot, but I do like being comfortable. Headed to Michael's to use my $20 voucher before it expires. Oh, what are we getting? Already 90 degrees, 91 degrees. Yes, it is. And no, I'm sorry. It says it's 75, but it feels like 91 because I'm hot. I don't like being hot. 74 degrees there. Yes, if you're heading to Michael's, please have fun. Shop, shop, shop. And rumor that I hear tell. Now again, this is a rumor. I didn't confirm it. That some of the stores in different parts of the country have found that they have some anniversary cakes that were in the warehouse, so they shipped them back out to the stores. And I don't know who has them or where they are. I have kind of perused the websites for my stores. None of them have them. So if you're lucky enough to bump up on one, good luck with that. And what God said, I wish it gave me an option to leave the chat up all the time, but it doesn't. We are finally 50 to 55 degrees in rain, and you're loving it. I bet. That's got to feel amazing. I love in the morning when it's like 55 degrees. I don't like the anniversary cakes. I respect that, and it's probably because of the thickness of the yarn. I have a few of them. I bought 2 anniversary cakes when they came out, and I used a coupon. Very smart. I have 6. They take up too much room in my stitchery. Laura! 6? Wow. I was not that generous to myself. I still have not done anything with the last purchase of anniversary cakes. Sanita, first of all, hi. Thank you. Good morning. And I don't know what I'm going to do with mine. I am thinking they are going to be Christmas gifts as blankets for my daycare kids, because I know what I'm doing for their families. That was very easy. I'm just going to make some dishcloths and the Swiffer Duster mop head covers for them. But for the kids, I'm probably going to make them blankets that they'll be able to keep at home. You miss them, Amber? How? I'm throwing on a texture. I'm working on a texture cabin throw for my son with one of those. Oh, please, BB, I hope you're in my Facebook group. And forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, I very seldom get there like I want to, but it's always on my mind. Drop your pictures there, though, because I'd love to see them. Bye, Sandy, because I know if she's saying Huggles, that either means you either just got here or you're about to leave. And like I said, this chat disappears as fast as it pops up. So I am struggling with that part. Okay, that was my child leaving. But we're keeping an eye on 2 large rivers. Wait a minute, what's going on? Where did you go? So I guess my whole video is going to be me going, where did it go? We're keeping an eye on 2 large rivers. Okay. Oh my goodness. Please be safe. All this rain that we've been getting and this weather has just been more than an ocean. But since I have you all here, I intend to make a cardigan, but didn't like the pattern. Oh my goodness, that sounds like me. I am working on, and this is probably the right space and simultaneously the wrong space to share this, but we'll call it tea today. I purchased a pattern for a sweater, and in theory, it makes sense. In reality, it doesn't work. Not for me. Not for me. But to quote one, the yarn addict, it's a recipe. I am going to definitely be making some structural changes to the way the pattern is written in order to make it work for me. Laura is doing a 6-day Ridgy Digi blanket. Ooh, that's gonna be gorgeous. I have seen the 6-day patterns. I've done a smaller version of the 6-day star blanket. I promise you, I love the pattern. I was glad to be done with it, and it took me more than 6 days. But that's probably because I have pattern ADD, and I'm always doing 5 different things all at the same time. And I did the original rectangular 6-day pattern for a baby earlier this summer. So that's me. I am hearing keys jingling, which means my child is coming back, and I don't know why. And hopefully he doesn't talk to me while we do that. It means he forgot something. So did I get my package? No, I cannot get to the post office until this live is done because they don't open until 10 o'clock our time. So I won't be able to get there before then. I had a choice. Skip out on this after making the statement that I was going to do it. And I'll be honest with you, I wanted to. Not because I didn't want to see you guys, but I'm always nervous about doing something new. And I'll be honest with you, and Marianne can attest, I legit said I thought we were going to be the only 2 people here. It works up really fast, but definitely more than 6 days. Absolutely. I wish that was the truth when it was spoken, but I guess it's a selling point. If you make people think they can do an entire blanket in 6 days, they'll definitely try it. And once you've invested the yarn, you're going to do it. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Thank you. It's 10 now. I know, but I can't be in 2 places at once. I want to be here with you for a little while. I've only been here for a little more than 18 minutes. And I figured we would make this an hour. I have a girlfriend that can do it in 5 days. Denisha, your girlfriend is amazing. Know that. It's just not Michelle. Michelle cannot. I think it took me 8 days to make the baby blanket. Now, it only took me 4 days to do the star, but that was because I cut it short because I only intended it for a newborn baby. It's 5:20 there? Where are you, Sandy? I'm sorry, I look like I'm squinting or that I have a scowl. I really don't. Oh, you're in suburbia. Oh, wow. Thank you. Now that's something I can write down. Made it international on a Saturday and never left home. There you go. And yes, I really did write it down. Woohoo! Yes, yes. I am excited. So it's 5 something in the evening there. What's the weather like there? Okay, yes, it's fall here and a leaf just fell. And so far, Harold has not made his presence known. And if, for those of you that don't know who Harold is my resident spider who has decided my porch is his home. It's nice, cold, windy, and rainy. Oh, wow. You must have known I was going to ask about Harold. I didn't. But I came out here maybe 15 minutes before I started this. And the first thing I did was look for Harold. Like, okay, are we doing this today? I think he likes to come out when it's dark outside so that he can spook me because he knows I don't like him. And it literally makes my skin crawl that he even exists. But I have to remind myself that I'm not going to edit. So once I start talking, what you get now is the same way I make my videos in the morning. I have a list of things that I want to discuss, and it's literally on a half sheet of paper. And I remember that these are the things I'm going to talk about. These are the things. Oh, Harold needs to stay outside. I'm outside, Sunita. He doesn't care. He's like, oh, you came in my house? Well, I'm going to visit. Oh, we have George and Josephine here, our resident spiders. Do you like them? I forgot who did it. Somebody had a video up with a spider on it, and I want to say it was either Mama Winch or the Crochet Cabin. Sandy. I know, BB. We name the things that we cannot control. We name the things we can control too. Marianne did. Yeah, Marianne, never again. That was uncalled for. But again, I had a spider in my video, and it was certainly uncalled for. Though I hope most people didn't notice it. Kimmy had a picture. Yeah, that was so mean. It was so mean. Wait a minute. I'm getting text messages that can wait. They are so unimportant. Wait, me? Oh, yes, you did have a spider on your kitchen window. I thought I remembered that. I'm getting older, but not there yet. Yeah, it was mean. It was truly a pop up and just a nightmare. Those spiders, and there's another thing that I do not like, and we will not ever do this to Miss Michelle, yes Michelle, or whatever you choose to call me at that point. I hate clowns. And when I say I hate clowns, I hate them. I don't like the sight of them. I will not go around them. I try to be an adult about it, but no, 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 no. Like Bozo the Clown when I was a kid, mm-mm. And the other thing about me that is the weirdest, it's not a flex, it's an honest. And please understand, as I got older, I got wiser, and I eventually learned to love him. I didn't like Mr. Rogers as a kid. And see, I'm the same way with that too, BB. I don't like snakes. I do not like snakes. But they don't scare me quite as bad as spiders, and I don't know why. And clowns just, they irk me. I was driving my son one time to the hospital in an emergency situation, and a car pulled up on my passenger side, and I saw it. I'm driving a conversion van at the time, and I look over, and you know how you see something and you don't believe you saw what you saw? Wait a minute. I loved Bozo, and Mr. Rogers is incredible. Mr. Rogers was incredible, and I'll explain why I was not a fan as a little kid in just a second. But this clown is driving this car next to my van, and oh, they give me the willies. I literally got 2 lanes over to avoid having to see the clown. Little did I know he was headed to the same hospital I was going to. And we went through the same door. I went back outside and waited for him to not be visible to me before I went inside the hospital because I could not take the sight of the clown. Now, to address the Mr. Rogers situation, I was a latchkey kid at 6. So that meant at 6 years old, I came home to a very empty house. Like, we had no pets and there was nobody there. I put my key in the door, I let myself in, went to the bathroom, came back into the living room. We had the 25-inch floor console TV with the rabbit ears, and stuck in the middle of the rabbit ears was an index card. It was a blue index card, and it had my mom's work number on it. I had 5 minutes from the time I came in through the front door to do what I needed to do before I could call her. And if I didn't call within that 5 minutes, she was calling me and probably the police at the same time. I knew better than to get in trouble. So I just went on ahead and called right away. As soon as I was done with that, she gave me the same instructions every day. Do you have any papers for me to sign or anything you need to give to me or your dad? Yes or no? If the answer was yes, put it on top of the television. You can go in the kitchen, you can get yourself a box of raisins, and you can have some water, or if there was some milk in there that I wanted, then I could have that. And then I was allowed to watch television until someone got home to take care of what needed to be done. If there was something that needed to be taken out for dinner, I could take it out for dinner, so on and so forth. I got my instructions. So now I have control of the TV, and the beauty is I don't have to argue with anybody about what I watch. So I turn on the television, and I would watch Sesame Street, and the next show that came up was Mr. Rogers. Now the reason he disturbed me is because I'm home alone and I don't really know how television works. I don't. So here's this man who's using a very low, very monotone voice, and to me it came off creepy, who walked through a door that was backwards, takes off his sports jacket and zips up a sweater. So he's made himself at home, and he wants to be my neighbor, and he wants to be my friend. No, dude. You have nobody else there with you when you first come in. You have toys around you, but I don't see any children. Yeah, I'm running for the hills. And a little bit that I had seen of his show, he had this imaginary space with a psychedelic woman who was like a witch with a really big nose, and an owl that I believed was high, and Daniel Tiger, who I felt was kidnapped and abused. His slow pace is what kids need for TV. Yes, that's true. That's true, Amber. But at the time, I thought way too deeply and way too hard about the situation. So I could not do Mr. Rogers. So I flipped over to a different channel and I watched Emergency. I'd rather see somebody be saved than me be threatened. So I didn't like Mr. Rogers as a kid. I admit it. Now, of course, I grew to love him. And the more I learned about who he was and what he meant for public television and how he advocated for others, I loved him even more. I literally remember crying. I'm watching Mr. Rogers after you. Very good, Janisha. Very good. I remember crying when I knew he was sick and wasn't going to survive his illness. I also had to, wrestle with the reality that life is not infinite, it is indeed finite. So that was an experience. But yeah, I was not a Mr. Rogers fan. I remember Zoom. I vaguely remember Romper Room, but I don't remember a lot about it. I don't think I really watched it, because what I do remember was they had these things that you strapped onto your shoes and you could bounce on them, kind of like a pogo stick, but they were little cups like, and you held on, you secured them with your hands, so you jumped with them. That's the most I remember about Romper Room. Of course, I remember when Oscar was orange. And when I tell that to young adults today, they're like, no, Oscar's always been green. No, he wasn't. I want to say in somewhere between 1974 and 1976, he went from orange to green. And my theory, I don't know, I don't work for the Sesame Street Corporation, but my theory is everybody knew he started out orange and he got mold and dirty, and that's how he ended up green. I remember when I can think of him. I can't. The Count. I remember when the Count was scary, and I remember the Laurel and Hardy like characters who taught us about things that should have made sense that didn't make sense. Like they had two boxes, and they were supposed to put the shoes in the box, but they couldn't fit the shoes in the box, and it was just a big. It was big. It was crazy, and it was weird, but it was funny. My favorite is Cookie Monster, and you know what? And Big Bird, of course. Bert and Ernie. Ugh. Bert and Ernie are my boys. They are my boys. I love them. My favorite was Cookie Monster. I liked Big Bird, but of course, Mr. Hooper. Who could forget Mr. Hooper? You were more into Muppets, BB? Oh, so Mana Mana then. I liked Animal, Fozzie, and of course, Kermit and Miss Piggy's relationship. Good afternoon, Louise. Hi. Thank you for coming. Guys, I don't know if you... Oh, you know what? I'm going to shut my mouth. I almost said, I don't know if you've had the chance to hit the like button, but it looks like we have 15 people and 14 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you so, so much. So, let's see. On the Muppets. No, Fozzie was my favorite on the Muppets. Well, except for Animal. Animal was... He was my boy, but I like the band, and I love the guys in the balcony. The critics were the best. They were just the best to me, because that sarcasm, that was my kind of that's my kind of comedy. And I hear things around me, so you forgive me if my head peeks up and perks up, but that's part of what I do with daycare. I'm always listening, because I never know if one of my dogs is up to no good, or if one of the kids is trying to feed a dog, which happens a lot around me. And as you'll notice, you see my hands moving. I am working on a side panel. This is the augmentation for my duster sweater, one piece of it. I am doing 2 side panels that I'm going to sew. I still haven't decided whether I want to go from just the side or the side in the arm, and then take those things out later on once I have decreased in size. Or do I want to keep it big? I don't know. See, these are all the questions that I have, but I like having the options to remove things and still have use of the product that I make. The other thing is, I very rarely make anything for me. I'm oftentimes, and I'm gonna be willing to go out on a limb and say a lot of you are like this as well. We make things for others. We don't always make things for ourselves. So yeah, that's my guilty. I remember about this time last year, as I was getting ready to think about what I was going to be making for Christmas, one of my children said to me, "Do you realize you don't have a blanket of your own?" And I was like, "I don't, do I?" And I still don't. I have a blanket that sits on the back of my recliner, which was the crochet along we did this spring with Juan. And I guess you could say that's mine, but every time the room gets a little too cool, one of my kids runs off with it. So it's mine, and I get it back, but it's not mine. For formative years, it was Bozo and Howdy Doody. Oh no, on both occasions. I have seen pieces of them, but no. And here's what's weird. I didn't like Bozo the Clown, but I liked the Chicago parade that they did. And I think it was Bozo's parade. I don't know. But I remember that. I liked the parade. I just did not care for him. I thought he was weird. And why did he have to be so hyper? Which is funny, because I deal with hyperactivity all the time. Some of my own. So, and I hope I'm not missing too much of the chat. I don't know how to keep the chat conversation up all the time. Kermit was my boy. Didn't like Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy was rude. She was absolutely rude. Did not like her attitude, but I liked her sass and I loved her style. Miss Thing says she does not care if she is plus size. You get all of this Piggy. And I love that about her. So, yeah. But I also didn't like that she was stuck on stupid when it came to the fact that Kermit was really just not into her. How could you not know? Conversely, I've had people who were interested in me and I had zero clue. Totally missed it. And then, weeks, months, years later, they'd be like, well, I was into you and you just ignored me. I didn't know. You kind of got to speak plainly sometimes or you don't get people to be aware of what you're thinking. So, that's just something I've gone through. And hopefully, I'm the only one because that is a weird experience. So, what is everybody doing in about 24 minutes? I can't see it. I can't see it. She said, my husband has big bushy eyebrows, so you're you're eating a baked potato for brunch? Are you putting anything in it? Or is it just a potato? And what kind of potato? Is it russet or is it one of the Yukon Golds? Winding cakes and doing a C2C graph gan. Ooh. I wound some cakes before we came out here. I'm emptying the shelves of yarn to move it downstairs. Butter and cheese, very delicious. I may imitate you, Marianne. I am definitely unsure of what I want for lunch. And because nobody is here but me, I might cheat and have DoorDash do lunch for me. Oh, it's a russet. I'm a Yukon Gold girl. Ugh. So, I have 2 rows left on my Starburst. Oh, really? Louise, that's going to be gorgeous. Love it, love it. What colors? What are your colors? And what brand of yarn, Louise? What's everybody's favorite yarn brand, by the way? I need to figure out lunch. I'm hungry because I skipped breakfast. That's not healthy. I always tell you guys to eat. I need you to eat. Keep your energy and your strength up. We do a lot of things. We have to feed our bodies. Premier, of course, you already knew that. But what about everybody else? Not everybody is a Premier girl. Denisha said red heart yarn. Okay, go ahead. You know what, Denisha? I am struggling because I have some of the bitty stripes and I am working on a blanket, Elise yarn. I've seen that on Amazon. Mandala Ombre is my favorite so far. Okay. BB, I love mandala, by the way. But that bitty stripes is itchy. I don't know if it's the way it's spun or if there are chemicals in it, but I am having a fit and a half because I would have long ago been finished with that moss stitch blanket, but it's been in time out because every time I pick it up, I start itching. So, yeah, Red Heart and I we're having a struggle. I'm not giving up on her, but this girl knows she needs to do better because I don't need the itch. And yes, I cheat on her with Lion Brand and Premier and anybody else that strikes my fancy. So, like right now, I am using the Premier Just Yarn. Can't really pick just one. I love so many. I know, Kimberly, same. I am open to Rutrow, Marianne might be in trouble. Ha ha. Yeah, Marianne is in trouble. She knows this. What did she do on here? Did you do something? No, she hasn't done anything yet. But we know this is what she does. Um, and she stays in trouble with me because it's her birthday month. So, telling me what I can't do or whatever. What I do now, you breathe. Marianne and I sorry. Amber's like, I want out of the doghouse. Michelle is a different kind of crazy. We do not play with the crazy people. We give them grapes and we leave them alone. And that is best. Although, and please, no berries except strawberries. I don't eat berries. BB's laughing like, yep, give her grapes. Make her happy. Yes, yes, yes. And no chicken. I'm allergic. Well, I'm not officially allergic. The doctor says I'm still very sensitive to it. But if I eat more than 2 flats of a chicken wing, it's a wrap. You won't see me for the rest of the day. And I can't even take 2 bites of any other part of the chicken. So call it what you will. I can't digest it. So there's that. And this only happened in the last 6 years, 6 or 7 years. I used to be able to eat chicken, turkey. Yeah, I can't eat any of that now. I love it, and there are times that I crave it, but yeah, I try to avoid it because I don't have the time commitment. Yeah, Mom had the same problem. Wow. I know there are others that go through it, and it's weird. My kids laugh at me. I have a dog that's allergic to chicken. So it's funny how the allergy showed up not too long after I got him. DK weight signet kaleidoscope. Oh, okay. I might have to try that. After my pregnancies, I don't like chicken like I used to. Feels yucky. You know what? And that could just be the way things have changed. Hi, Kimmy. I hope that Lori had a wonderful birthday yesterday. So it is good to see you. Thank you. Come on in. Pop me a thumbie if you would, please, and thank you. So guys, I have a question. I know this is, like I said, extraordinarily weird and random for me, but if we were to do this on a weekly basis, what would you guys like to do while we're together? I mean, Michelle can talk. This is clear. Thank you. She did. Wonderful. I can talk. That's not even a problem. I'm very good at it. But at some point, you would want me to shut up, I hope. But maybe not. With that said, what would we like to work on in our space at this time? Because I'd love to hear more from you guys. I'd like to figure out a way that I could keep my chat up without it disappearing every 2 seconds and me constantly having to touch the screen. But what would you all like this to be? Or would you like this to be a weekly thing? Because if this isn't something that works for your schedules or for you all in general, am I on my tablet? Yes, I am. Then, you know, if this isn't something you guys want to do, then no. But, oh, you guys are so sweet. I'm getting you. We're doing fine with what we're doing. Okay. Okay, what did Sandy say? Did I missed? Yeah, that's why I failed trying to do something while watching the chat. Yeah, because we're always having to touch the screen. Okay, I'm scrolling back. Did I miss Sandy's comment? I see. No, I don't think I did. I'm confusion. No, I think I'm. This is a welcome. Oh, how sweet! Thank you, thank you. Also, using StreamYard on a larger screen could help. Wait a minute, it just, and as fast as it was there, it disappeared. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know yet how to use StreamYard. I will be talking with Amber and Marianne to learn more about that. And I don't know if I can, because I know that I have less followers than what's typical for you to be able to go live. Some people just put stream up on their laptop and use their phone to chat. Okay. Okay. Um, the key for me is my laptop stays in the house and I try not to be in the house, because if I'm in the house, then I'm looking at everything that needs to be done and I'm not looking at you. And I apologize, but in the house means work. I come outside because it's an escape from the duties and responsibility of being in the house. And no, I don't know what I'm going to do when it gets cold. If you can go live like this, you can use StreamYard. A lot of people use it before. Okay, okay, very good. Well, I will be reaching out to you probably later this afternoon if you're available to ask you some questions, pick your brain, and learn the things I need to know. I like to learn. And I have actually only added 2 rows to this panel. But it's kind of mindless, so I don't have to worry about it too much. The other thing I'm going to do before I go inside to get back to work and make my tutorial and all the things that I need to get done is I am going to sit down and write out the pattern for the shawl that you guys saw me working on this week, because I'm not terribly trained in StreamYard, but I'll try. You know more than I do, because other than that StreamYard, I don't know anything. So there you go. I'll ask you what you know, and we'll figure out the rest. I was saying about the shawl pattern. I've got to write it down. I haven't written it down. But the last stitch you guys saw me put in yesterday's video was the last stitch of that shawl. So it is done. And to give you an idea of what it was for, because it's not for me. I love the colors, but it's not for me. I actually made it to use as a giveaway. And I'll either use it for once I hit monetization, or for my 1-year anniversary. And according to YouTube, I've already had my 1-year anniversary because I secured the channel a year before I actually posted anything on this channel. So I know what they say. I'm going to tell you what my anniversary will be based on when I posted my first video with me in the video, because I did a video of just screen cards and pictures. So we will go from there. And YouTube can say what they want to say. I'll do what I want to do. My channel. So there's that part. I've been on YouTube since 2013 and just a few months as a creator. See, Marianne gets it. Marianne gets it. But back to the shawl, that's what it's for. The one thing I don't want to do is have special occasions come up and not have gifts ready for you guys. So speaking of gifts, and I'm just laughing at myself because, yeah, how are your watch hours? You know what, Denisha? I honestly don't know. I don't know. I will have to look because I have no idea. Give me just a second. One thing I want to do about this live, and I don't know how to do it, I think I'm going to place a community post, and I am going to use, I think you can use Comment Picker for a community post, but, and I don't know how, I guess there's a way for lives to be replayed, but in 2 hours, I am going to create a community post. Under that post, I want you guys to go over there and put the word Aries. No hashtag, no nothing, just the word Aries. And from that, I'm going to pick someone to get a special gift from me just for coming and enduring this very crazy live, because I really do appreciate you. So Denisha asked me, what are my watch hours? I don't understand what watch time means because it says um, that watch time is up 32% and it's 249, but um, I don't think that's the total. I know I have more than 2,000 views, but again, I don't know what any of that means. It's all weird to me, but it's all appreciated. It's just I don't know what it is. She said it's not crazy at all. Hi, Jolene. Oh, hi, Jolene. There's a different place to go. Wait a minute. What? There's a different place. There's a different place to go see total watch time. Okay, that's something else I need to learn. You've always got to go before you. Okay, yeah, I've got a long ways to go. Hello, Jolene. And no, you are not late. We have 9 minutes, and it's probably 8 minutes more than you need of me. In YouTube Studio, I can see all the statistics. The statistics look different on mobile devices than they do on your computer or your laptop. And that's what I'm seeing. I had never gone to YouTube Studio on my laptop until earlier this week. And when I saw all the other things that I didn't know, like you can preset your statuses. For example, mine says this is not a kid appropriate channel, and it's not. It is because I don't do or say anything that would make children uncomfortable, but at the same time, the way that they structure it is different if it's for children, and this is not for kids. So I'm childlike in my behavior, but no, it's not for kids. I deal with kids. It's very different. I am also grateful so far, that we have not had one troll. I'm appreciative because as someone who moderates for a couple of channels, I have seen trolls. Trolls are annoying. And I can't be the petty pirate that I am, and yes, I can be a petty pirate. As the person on this side of the screen, I have to behave and act like an adult. And I do mean act because I'm not always an adult. That coffee is... Oh! I am less than 8 minutes, well, 7 minutes away from closing this out. Is there any questions you guys wanted to ask me before we get out of here? No, but I can't, LOL. Adult, who's that, right? Not here. Not here. No adults. Where's the packages? Okay, see, and then you wonder how you get in trouble with me. You starting stuff. You cannot handle this fight. Mwah! Back at you. Back at you. Keep messing with me though. I will keep you will never have gas in your car trying to run back and forth to the post office messing with me. I'll send you one postcard every day for 30 days just to irritate you. Yes, guys, I keep telling you, I'm truly a petty pirate. I will play with you and love you at the exact same time. So, questions? Do you have anything pressing that you'd love to ask me that you haven't already asked me or that I haven't already discussed 1,000 times? Hi, Michelle, and everyone in the chat. Hi, Angela! Squeezes! Oh, wow, you're working on your pumpkin. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, it disappeared, so I didn't get to see the pumpkin what that you're working on. You're working on your pumpkin pouch. Yay! Very, very good. Amber is almost done emptying her yarn shelf. Very good. So we are definitely moving everything downstairs, apparently. I'm excited about that for you. I can't wait to see what your filming space is going to look like with that change. Where am I located? My background is beautiful. Thank you. I am located right on my front porch in St. Louis, Missouri. And I live on the second floor, so I'm a little bit elevated. Um, I'm sorry, what? Uh, will I be able to see the whole live on replay? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know how that works. I am not going to delete it, and I am not going to edit it. So everything that has happened in this 55 and a half minutes should be able to. Yes, thank you. Will be there, including all of my gaffes and embarrassing seconds. So should save as such. Yes, you should. Okay. So my miraculous moderators say that it should be there, so it is my hope that it will be there. I am loving that the sun is moving because I feel so tanned. I am going to have so many pink spots on my face because of the sun. That's the weird thing about my eczema. I lose pigmentation because of the sun, but I need the sun. And I don't retain vitamin D, so I have to take that pill. Well, I take a couple of pills, but I take pills for it. So there you go. It's always, I always have it to go in and make it public. Okay. Well, I think I did that when we started, but I will double check and make sure that it's public. I wouldn't want this to be private because though it is our time, and I do appreciate you, the world should see our insanity. I think it will be either a laugh or a cautionary tale. You pick. But with that said, are there any other questions? Or any other things that you guys want me to try to do for the next video? Or the next live? The next live, in as long as everything goes as I hope that it will, we will meet here again next Saturday at 10 a.m. And yes, everyone, please drink your water, eat your food. Know that I love you. I love you so, so much. I honor your time. I honor your commitment to me. But most of all, I want you to have some fun today and go do the things that you do. No, we are not going to switch over to crochet now. I am going to disappear. You are going to go do what you need to do, but do it with love. Do it with kindness. Yes, it is almost time. Big hug. Love you. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, guys. Thank you so, so much. We have 2 minutes left, but I am going to give you those 2 minutes for you to clean up your spaces and go do the things you need to do. As Jax would say, go make the beautiful things. I insist. She insisted, so I'm insisting. Which is my dominant hand? I am right-handed. That's an interesting question. Yes, I'm right-handed. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. BB. Love you all. I love you all. Have a great, great day or a great evening. And I will see you next time. Till then, bye-bye, guys. And no, I don't know how to turn this off, but I'm thinking that X will do it. So, with that said,